Today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite Qigong sets. It's my favorite because it's both so simple and so powerful. I usually teach it to everybody their first day. It's called the 4-count breathing set. Begin by inhaling as the hands rise up to the center of the chest, a full deep inhalation. Exhale, pushing out to the sides, pushing with the heels of the hands, and retain the breath here for a slow count of 5 or so. Inhale, now gathering into the chest, and exhale, sink elbows and then hands down to the waist. Let your whole body move a little bit with each breath, expanding as you inhale, contracting and sinking as you exhale. Even though we stand in one spot, the entire body should feel alive and engaged in the movement. Now slowly repeat the pattern, remembering to retain at the upper exhalation. When you work this set, work each variation for at least 5 minutes. The goal is to work it long enough that your mind calms and focuses in on just paying attention to your breath and how that feels, and the movement, and having both of those things be smooth, even, and connected. By training ourselves to focus on something calming and relaxing like this, we train ourselves to shed the stresses of the day and alleviate all of the negative effects that we get from them, such as high blood pressure, anxiety, etc. So as you can see at this point, we've transitioned to the second variation. On this one, you inhale up as before, but as you exhale, push forward, rounding the shoulders and pushing the spine out the back a little bit. Inhale as you gather in, and exhale as you push down. Each one of these variations stimulates the lungs in a little bit different way. When you work this one at home, I encourage you to practice both variations in order to stimulate and reinvigorate the entire lung. Much of the really wonderful benefits we get from Tai Chi and Qigong are because of this process of retraining ourselves in how we're using ourselves throughout the day, learning to move from a more relaxed place, to breathe deeply and shed stress, to be able to focus on what's positive and beneficial for us rather than any negative thought or distraction that floats up. I've said it before and I'll say it again in this series. Your breath is the most important and immediately accessible key that you have to changing your state of mind and quality of health. Work this one every day as part of your personal ritual of maintaining your health. But also, and this is what's key, check in throughout your day. Don't let yourself fall back into negative habits. Reinforce this positive habit repeatedly throughout the day by taking a few minutes here and there just to touch base and make sure that you're breathing well. These videos are intended as a starting point for a practice of good health. If you have a qualified teacher in your area, we strongly encourage you to visit them and train with them as well in order to get the most out of your practice.